everybody, welcome back for another video. You know, life is not scripted. Life is not following in a very exciting chain of events. Unusual situations don't happen to us every day. We don't find ourselves in those most exciting scenarios. We go through life. It's kind of mundane sometimes. Occasionally we get to go to beautiful places like this. I visited Vizcaya. Now, this is the winter home of a famous industrialist, and it is a common appearance in a lot of movies, especially some movies from the 90s and the 80s. And you might have seen some of these, Ace Ventura, Bad Boys 2, some Iron Man movies. You saw some of these scenes where this beautiful backdrop, and occasionally we get to visit these places and we realize, okay, this is not real life. This is definitely not real life. It is much more extravagant. This is a $9 billion property just south of downtown Miami, near Miami Beach. Beautiful property. If you're ever in Miami, check it out. The gardens and the mansion are absolutely gorgeous. But we have to realize, as self-defenders in this real world, that what happens in those movies, those tough guys and the scenarios that they go through are not realistic. Unlike that, what we try to do here on Scaredy Cat TV is be realistic. I want to try to deliver to you scenarios that are real. It's either from body cam videos or things that we just discussed that we don't actually have videos of. But we want to see what's going on in the world through a clear lens and a clear point of view. We don't want it to be clouded by a misty-eyed sense of Hollywood, whether it's in Miami or LA or somewhere else. These are scenes that are generated to entertain, and a lot of times entertainment and education and self-preparedness they can mix, and they can be mixed, but you have to be very careful, because sometimes the entertainment and the entertainment value can make you believe that certain things are possible that are not possible, and it can give you a false sense of security. So let's dig into that a little bit deeper, because I think this is a really important area. So what am I really getting at here? I think the point is, there is a glorified firearm culture that you see in movies where they never seem to run out of ammo. The shots that are by the attacker or the villain never land on target, but the hero, he's always deadly accurate. He never gets tired. And you got to realize that these are fictional stories that are meant to just make you sort of buy into an altered reality that's not real. You don't have that kind of time. Everything doesn't happen in that kind of long, drawn-out pace. You don't have time in many cases to reload. A lot of times it's bam, 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 it's over and it's done. Same thing with less lethal defense, and in that case you have to make critical decisions about your less lethal launcher. You have to have it charged and ready. You have to use it quickly. You have to retreat. It is not a battle like you see in a movie where the good guys and the bad guys are going at it. This is not reality. It's not reality for firearm users. It's not reality for less lethal defense. There's also a concern that I have about what I call less lethal theater. This is the idea of using inanimate objects to shoot with less lethal launchers, and to try to make conclusions about what the pain compliance might be based on targeting a plastic or a metal or a wooden object, and whether it's sheetrock or ceramic tile or whatever. And I do it, and everyone does it, and an ice block, whatever you're targeting. It looks nice. It's less lethal theater. It is entertainment. Does it really translate to your ability to deter someone and confer pain on someone? Not really. Everyone has a different pain tolerance. You give people a pain tolerance test. Some people will give it a 2, and some people say it's a 9. I can't take it. Everyone is different. If they have drugs in their system, if they're really amped up for any reason and they really are determined to attack you, they will. So whatever tool you choose, whether it's pepper spray or it's something that resembles a bullet and delivers a kinetic impact, or it's some funky looking new device that's a launcher that you don't quite know what it does, but it's interesting. Be ready. And my goal for you is to always be honest about what you need. If you don't have a good supply chain for repairs and maintenance of your launchers, you need to establish that, and that's a very important criteria even when you first buy a launcher, or even when you're doing your research deciding what you should buy. Make sure that parts are available from O-ring sets, like for the Tiberius lineage here that works on FSC, TCP, VKS. You can get First Strike parts kits, Prepper Ball VKS, maintenance kit. If the launcher you're buying does not have these kind of kits available, and you don't have those kind of supplies, then you're at the mercy of the supply chain and the economy and the shipping. And there's a lot going on in the world right now. There are shipping lanes that are being affected by fighting, and parts are not getting where they need to be. Sometimes it's things like barrels. Sometimes it's things that you might need for one of these parts kits. These things are not available on a regular basis. When they are available and you're buying a launcher, buy one, and make sure you have plenty of parts put away, and make sure you know what parts go where in your launcher, and that you can make a repair when you blow something or you need to fix something. Things break. So you got to be prepared. You might need to have extra things like a firing bolt, things like that. It does not hurt to have extra parts around if you're going to be relying on launchers for your self-defense. And again, that's part of reality versus movies, where nothing breaks and everything works perfectly. When you're using less lethal launchers, you need to make sure you have a supply chain that is realistic and it's there. If you're buying launchers that are not part of a normal paintball supply chain, make sure that those products are available for you and that you can get the repairs that you need. And you might not have to wait for 6 months for them to fix something. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they're very fast. So these are things to always just keep in mind when it comes to launchers. And that's going to wrap this one up, folks. Everybody take care, stay warm. I know it's getting cold. There's an amazing cold front coming through as I'm preparing this video. Everybody take care, be safe. We'll see you in the next one.